Sorry, I didn't know you were still here.
No, I'm sorry. I should just go home.
Do you need to change? You're still in your costume.
Yeah, if it won't take up too much of your time.
No, not at all. It's so empty without the other girls here. I can't help but feel a little bad for them. Just getting sacked like that.
That's life, I guess. Can't dwell on it for too long.
Yeah, well, I mean, you're the best dancer here. Without you, there's no show.
Without the theater, there's no show. I'm only here until Mr. Schwartz kicks me out the door.
Schwartz isn't gonna sack you.
He already did. We're all unemployed as of next Saturday.
Why?
He's selling the theater. He can't afford to run it anymore.
Well, what are you gonna do?
I don't know.
Well, you gotta work somewhere.
I can't.
Oh?
I had to drop out of school for this job. I mean, what else was I supposed to do? I was practically a child, and back then you could make easy money as a showgirl. But nobody can afford to go to the theater these days. I can't do this anymore, and I don't have the skills to do much else. Things were so good for so long, I never really thought I'd need a backup plan.
I'm sorry.
Don't be. It's not your fault.
Well, whose is it?
What?
Whose fault is it?
I mean, my parents, I guess. I mean, I don't know, you know? I was never something they wanted, and quite frankly, I didn't want them either. I was better off on my own. And I could dance better than most, and the girls at the theater took me in, and I was fine. I'm still fine. I made my own way then. I can do it now. What about you?
Pardon?
What's your sob story?
Oh, I don't have one.
Really?
No, honest. My parents were fine. I finished school and I only had to get a real job when I moved to the city.
Why did you come to the city?
You know, I wanted to do something with my life. Something more than just working on my dad's farm. And everyone in New York seems so interesting. I mean, look at you. Your life, it's brilliant.
Oh.
No, it's brilliant and inspiring and genuine.
Stop.
I'm serious. It really shows that bad situations can get better. I think that's something a lot of people are starting to doubt.
I mean, things aren't that great for me right now either.
I know. But if you've pushed through before, you can do it again.
What are you going to do?
Pardon?
What's your backup plan?
Oh, I already have a second job.
Oh, you never told me that. What's the job?
I write articles for a small newspaper. It's nothing major.
Oh, I don't know about that. Sounds pretty major to me.
Yeah, well, it pays by the article, and I rarely write something decent enough for them to run. That's why I started working here. Hey, one of our writers just quit, and they'll need to fill his spot. Why don't you try it out? If your story runs, you'd make enough for the week's groceries.
Oh, Charlie,
And if they like your writing, they might keep you weekly.
Charlie, I can't.
Why not? You have lots of great stories you could tell. What about that one time Florence had the flu, and you had to sing both parts of your duet? People would eat that up.
People won't read something written by an uneducated showgirl.
I disagree.
Charlie, no one would read it.
You can still write it.
I can't.
You can try. One column, 500 words. Give it to me before Sunday.
Charlie,
Try.
There'll be a change in the weather, a change in the sea. From now on, there'll be a change in me. My walk will be different, my talk and my name.
Extra, extra, read all about it.
No.
Yes,
Why? Why would they run it?
because it's a good story. The kind people need to hear these days. And they've offered you a weekly spot. Stories of a Showgirl. Excerpts from the life of Jane O'Connell.
Thank you.
Don't worry about it. Have a good show tonight.
Oh, before I forget, someone dropped off this letter for you. I'll see you later.
Mr. Charlie Marks, it is most unfortunate to hear of your recent resignation from our writing team here at the New York Gold. We wish you the best in your future endeavors. Sincerely, Clark Collins, Editor-in-Chief.
I'm gonna change my way of living. If that ain't enough, then I'll change the way I strut myself. 'Cause nobody wants you when you're old and gray. There'll be some changes made today. There'll be some changes made.
This has been Showgirl by Jessica O'Gorman, starring Nicholas Seguin and Kaitlin Akow, directed, edited, and produced by Delaney Gilmour. Thank you for listening to Showgirl, a Tom Cohn production.